Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Lane. Today I'm doing a speed rebuild of the Los Angeles Rams. I'm going a little bit off the beaten path. I was going from the playoffs with the Super Bowl champion backwards, but I want to try fixing the Los Angeles Rams. I don't love Jared Goff. They don't really have a great running back. I do like the receivers. We do have to work on the offensive line as always, but seems like that's almost every team. Then on defense, I want to work on the middle linebackers, maybe work on an outside linebacker in some corners. So we're going to put 10 minutes on the clock like we do every single speed rebuild. And let's start it in 3, 2, 1, and go. So first thing I want to do, which might be a little concerning because I don't know how much money they have in cap space, I would like to bring in Earl Thomas. Oh, they have a lot of cap space. Oh, maybe the game hasn't put in Jalen Ramsey's contract yet. I feel like that might be a thing. And you know who else I'm going to pick up? Colin Kaepernick. Now, I do plan on trading away Jared Goff. I don't think I'm going to start Colin Kaepernick. I mean, I could be open to it. I'm not against it. But that's probably not going to be the plan. I don't know why I loaded this back up. I don't know why he has an afro like that. Then again, I'm a little jealous. I don't have long hair. I have no hair whatsoever. So just ignore that for now. Let's go to manual trades. Let's just do what we're always going to do to start off with. Oh, and we probably don't have a ton of draft picks. I didn't even think of that. We probably have no first-round draft picks, correct? Oh, no, we do one for next year. All right, that doesn't make me feel as bad. Let's get rid of nobody there. What about for receiver? Let's get rid of Josh Reynolds, make this trade happen, which I imagine it will. I guess they want somebody better than Reynolds. Kind of insulting. Reynolds isn't a bad player. He's not a great player, don't get me wrong. But let's see if they'll take Joseph Day, which they're going to. Quentin Nelson's on the team. Now let's go to the Cowboys. Let's just get Zach Martin. Get it over with. Someday, Madden will put a little bit of effort into their games, and they'll be able to have some fun, you know? I'm thinking about, let me know what you think about this down in the comments below, doing some speed rebuilds in older games. Like maybe like an NFL 2K5, maybe like an NFL Fever 2002. We can either go to old Madden games, and I feel like the engine's the same for those games, so I want to go a little bit retro, you know? What are we going to do for Zach Martin since I just wasted some time talking about nothing, basically? Let's trade away Earl Thomas if they'll take it, which is the Dallas Cowboys, so they should. That's what I thought. So we have a little bit more than 8 minutes left on the clock, by the way. Now, also let me know, should I put a timer on screen? I don't think it's I don't think it's necessary, but maybe you guys think it is. So definitely let me know down in the comments below. You got a lot of stuff to write down below, so you better get to writing. All right, let's go. I kind of want to get ourselves maybe I guess we don't really need a defensive tackle. I wouldn't mind getting Barkley. I just don't know what that could possibly take, you know? It might be able to go like Jared Goff because they're desperate. Yes, I think we can make this happen. And then have Colin Kaepernick as our quarterback. That'd be a little different, right? So what else? Center, corner. What do we have for corners? I know Ramsey. I don't know if they'll take Hill. All right, they will. So Saquon Barkley is now our quarterback, our running back. And I absolutely love that. Now for Malcolm Brown and Akers, I feel like I should be able to get rid of them. What team, though? The Washington football team. What do they have other than a defensive tackle? Like, could I get Terry McLaurin? I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think that's realistically going to happen. So let's actually get out of that and just go to a different team. The Buccaneers? Could we get Levante David with those two players? Probably not, right? No, but we're not that far off, which is good. So what do they need? Tackles, we know that. I mean, what do we have for back? We want Whitworth. Oh, I'm already past the offensive line. Let's start a right tackle in. We're fine. Corbett, they're not going to want. Like, do they want No Boom? I doubt it. Yeah, I mean, that doesn't even. They even know I offered to him. Like, oh, who is that? Let's go left end then. Brockers, I wouldn't mind getting rid of if we could bring in Levante David to help at middle linebacker. Okay, there we go. Now, we haven't. I wouldn't mind bringing in Gronk, but actually, we're so low. Who do we have at tight ends? I want to go take a look at that. I know we have Everett and Higbee, so we can get rid of one of these guys. And I think Everett rather would make more sense. The Cardinals, could we get Chandler Jones? I would love that if it could happen. I don't think it's going to happen. not as... See, I wonder if I go like this. I know Higbee's higher overall, so that's not going to really do anything. Interesting. Aaron Donald, we're not doing that. I'm not against getting rid of Allen Robinson. That's not Allen Robinson, but I'm not getting rid of... I can't even think of what his name is. Something Robinson. Sean Robinson? Yeah, okay. Centers. What about another corner? We only have 3. So apparently that's not going to happen. What if I throw in a second-round pick and we just make this happen? It's not going to happen. Let's just move on from that then. Could I get Budda Baker? Not even close. It was a fun idea for a second, though, right? I know we could definitely get Fitzgerald, but I don't want to do it for all of this. I'd almost just rather give him a second-round pick. Didn't think that was going to work. I thought that was going to be like our opening offer to see if they were offered, but I guess they're in. Tight end, tight end, tight end. Who would need a tight end off the top of my head? Probably like the Jaguars, but the Jaguars don't really have anything that I want to get. Let's go with Everett. The Cowboys. That makes a lot of sense. But I don't know if there's a player that makes a lot of sense that I could bring in. Like, I'd love to bring in Lawrence. I just don't think that's realistically going to happen. Like, could we get a Awuzie? He's going to be a free agent at the end of the year. I guess not. Let's just go to a different team. The Cowboys just isn't going to work. The Falcons. Who could we get from the Falcons? Could we get Julio? I know not forever straight up. Don't get me wrong. But I'm wondering if that's like a starting point where it's even worth trying. Who are outside linebackers? Leonard Floyd, who I'll definitely get rid of. And Ibaka. So I'm going to definitely go with Leonard Floyd. See if... that's not what I want to do. I want to see if this gets us any closer before we throw a bunch of players. I think that's pretty close. What if we throw in Darius Williams? Oh, that's not going to do anything for us. I feel like that made it go down. Left guard, right tackle. We just can't get Julio. That's just what we're going to have to accept right there. Alex Mack, I don't think so. Deion Jones. There's not a lot of older players on this team. It's a pretty good young team. So I think we're just going to have to move along from the Atlanta Falcons. See, I knew the Jaguars were going to be up here. That was almost a guarantee. But I don't think there's anything that's really going to change our team, so it's not even worth wasting our time. Who can we get from the Jets? All right, I'm done looking at the Jets. Basically, every single time I do a rebuild. But the Lions, on the other hand, we could probably get a Marvin Jones and then trade away somebody else. And why would I do that? That's such a bad trade. Leonard Floyd is a young outside linebacker. I'm glad they turned that down because I'm really not interested in doing that. The Panthers, the Patriots. Now that's a team where I feel like I could get a Devin McCourty. I could get a Dante Hightower if I really want to. We could even get an Edelman. We don't need Edelman, but we could probably get Edelman if we wanted to. Let's try to get Devin McCourty on the team. See, this really isn't a great idea unless I'm going to get some game-changing player. I feel like I'm wasting so much time trying to trade a player I don't really want to trade. Let's go back to get rid of Higbee or Everett, you know? And I kind of want to get rid of Higbee. He's costing us a lot of money. The Seahawks. I mean, come on. That would be a great pickup that got us just about halfway. And then this is a situation where I would get rid of Leonard Floyd. These two I would send away to get Bobby Wagner on the team. We have a little more than a minute and a half left on the clock. Yeah, there's nothing for a draft pick that's really going to make this a done deal, which is unfortunate. So we have to think. They want a right tackle, center, right end, right guard, outside linebacker. See, I don't think they would take Polite. I wouldn't take Polite, so let's start there. Yeah, I just don't think this is going to happen unless we get rid of, we're not getting rid of Aaron Donald. But what if we got rid of Morgan Fox? For some reason, I thought that might have been a done deal, but I guess it's not the end of the world. Jamal Adams? That kind of got close, but it's not going to happen. If we just had one more first-round pick, I feel like we would have got one of these big players. The Texans. Who can we even get from the Texans? Yeah, I'll take J.J. Watt. Wasn't going to happen as I expected. We have 42 seconds left on the clock. We have to go to a different team. The Bengals, there are just so many teams that I don't really want anybody. AJ Green, if he'll come to the team, sure. What is going on? I guess let's throw in a 6th-round pick, see if this is going to happen. It's just not going to happen. We have 20 seconds left on the clock, so I think I'm going to hold on to them and just waste the rest of our time going to free agency and just picking up random players. Like Tony Jefferson, let's bring him in. We have 7 seconds left. Let's bring in Marcel Darius. And let's bring in Cameron Wake. And that's going to be the time. I honestly have no idea how this is going to look. This offense is awesome, don't get me wrong. But Kaepernick, I haven't played with them in Madden 21 yet or even had him on my team. And we're not great at corner anymore. We do have Darius. We have Robinson, Levante David, Cameron Wake. We have a lot of good players. But I just don't know how it's going to go. Let's go to the playoffs. So we made the playoffs at 9-7. We actually won the division. Tied with the 49ers, though. The Cardinals 7-8-1 and the Seahawks 7-9. Wagner should have been on our team. Kaepernick, 3,800 yards, 27-17. Barkley, 1,400 yards, 11 touchdowns. Henderson with 7. Receiving Fitzgerald, 1,100 yards, 14 touchdowns. That's awesome. Kupp, 970 with 4. Higbee, 737 with 3. Woods, 2. Barkley, 1. On defense, Williams, 99 tackles. Interesting. Sack totals, 23 for Donald, 5.5 for Ibaka. Interceptions, 6 for Ramsey, 3 for David, 3 for Johnson, 2 for Burgess. And that's a good amount of ones. Now, I can't imagine we have anybody up here. Breeze MVP. Yeah, no Rams, Coach of the Year. Oh, yeah, we're not up there. Interesting. NFC Offensive Player of the Year. Nothing. Defensive Player of the Year, Aaron Donald. I would certainly hope so. Offensive Rookie, nothing. And Defensive Rookie, we have Burgess at 2. And that's going to be it. Now, I don't have my XP sliders on, so I'm going to upgrade my team really quick. Can we beat the 10-6 Atlanta Falcons, make it to the next round? We can. And we're going to run into the Bears. It's so aggravating. Wow. We actually beat them. Can we beat the Saints and make it to the Super Bowl? Yeah, that was a little bit too much, but it's Colts versus Saints in the Super Bowl. Who's going to take it home? The Saints. They dominated the Colts 35-16. Let's take a look at how badly we lost, though. It was 42-14. Oh, Kaepernick. Yikes. Drew Brees retired. Kamara, 64 yards. Higbee, 109. Touchdown for Thomas. Kupp, Woods, 2 for Sanders, 1 for Hill. But that is going to be it for this video. If you liked the video, give it a like down below. Make sure to check out my channel, subscribe for more content. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Bye. Thank you to my Patreon producers for the month of August. We have Zach. We have the oldest man alive, Greg. Hashtag Team Relic. Nathan, Broadway Bob, and Harney B. It means the world to me. Thank you guys so much.